Alright guys, Jimmy here. Today we're working on a Nissan Versa, and guess what? We're gonna be changing the brakes. Okay, let's do it. This can be a hefty job. So what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna have my right hand man, AJ, okay? First of all, we're gonna be lifting the car, okay? And I showed you guys how to do this before when we're changing a flat tire. So if you wanna check that out, go to the video. And right, the guy here, AJ's gonna lift up this side and put that other jack in there. Okay, let's do it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's do it. Got a, what's this called again, man? Impact gun, there you go. We're gonna save our muscles today, but we really gotta hold this down because it's gonna have some blowback, like a. So very, very important, okay? When you're taking off these lug nuts, there's a little bit of dust that comes off. That, my friend, is asbestos, okay? And you do not want to breathe that in, okay? So when you're doing this, hold your breath like you're a scuba diver, okay? All right, let's do it. Okay, let's put the key in to where we can move it. It's not on, but now that the wheel moves, we have mobility down here. We're gonna roll the window down because if the key is in the ignition and it's on and somehow the doors get locked, we need to be able to get in here. All right guys, so now you're gonna want to put your right hand on the disc here and your left hand on the caliper, okay? And you're gonna twist it in. Gotta use a lot of muscle. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna give it a dead blow, okay? All right, so what that is you're gonna put the wrench here on the nut and it's in the locking position, and you're just gonna tap this guy. But first you wanna make sure that you're pushing the wrench tight against that nut. 4, 5, 6, there it is. And you know why? Because if I'm pulling and all that, I'm up. So now that we got that bolt out, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull up on this part here, you see? And this is like a little hinge. And what you're gonna do, come in closer here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna wiggle it out. Okay. Is we bungee cord it right here to the strut, okay? We wrap that sucker around, bang. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this tool. I forgot what it's called. Go to any auto pot shop and they're gonna tell you, oh yeah, the brake tool, the squeezy, movie. Yeah, that one, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna squeeze it and try to get it as far up as possible, okay? Until you reach a spot where it don't do it no more. Now that we're locked in, we're gonna release it here. So we're just, bang. And the reason why we do this is because now the pads that we're gonna put in there are a little bit thicker. So this has to go back on where the pads were, so you can brake and stuff. Okay, let's do it. Now we're gonna take these springs out. You're gonna see here, pop it out. Okay, pop them out, and you're gonna set these down. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and you're gonna wiggle it out, okay, on both sides, okay? See, you can see that's kind of low. Okay, all right guys, so these next bolts are gonna be really hard to get out. We got this guy right here, so we're gonna try, okay? See if it fits. Yeah, put some pressure behind and give her a tug. Yeah, don't breathe that in. All right guys, so once you get those nuts off, you're gonna want to pull this piece off here. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take off the rotor here, okay? And the reason why we're gonna replace this is because it's cheaper than getting it, what's it called again, man?
Getting them cut.
Getting them cut. And the reason why we cut these after, changing or before changing the brakes is because if you leave these old ones on there just as is, the brakes will wear unevenly. It'll cause squeaking and you don't want that. So we're gonna change these bad boys, and yeah, okay, let's do it. All right guys, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this brake cleaner. We're gonna spray it on both sides here and clean that up. Do not touch it after, and do not huff this stuff, okay? Then we're gonna put it right on there. Okay, let's do it. So now temporarily we're gonna put a lug nut. I choose the bottom one here. We're gonna screw it in all the way just to keep this sucker in place while we're doing everything else. Okay, let's do it. This is the old brake pad and this is the new brake pad. So as you can see, That was a lot of driving going on. Take out this part here. You're gonna stick a little screwdriver in here, and this should just pop. Bada-ding. And now we're gonna brake cleaner this part right here. We're gonna spray it like we're marking our territory. Okay, let's do it. These parts here that we're gonna replace on this old stuff. Okay, let's do it. So now we're just gonna replace what we took out. Okay, and you're just gonna pop this sucker in there like this. Bada bing. Bada boom. Now we're gonna brake clean this one here. Okay, make sure you don't touch the rotor. Okay, let's do it. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So now we're gonna reverse what we did. So put the top knot in. Okay. Alright guys, so I always tell you when you're taking shit off, make sure you're looking at the pieces so you put them back the right way. But if you forget on this, okay, this is the piston here, the brake piston that's gonna be in the back side, okay? So this is the back with this little, okay doggy, with this little dick here. And then this one is the front, and we got everything messed up here, but you get the point. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna take this little back piece off here. You're gonna take it off like this, and you're gonna take the brake lube, and you're gonna Bob Ross it, you know, just a little. No mistakes, okay? Just happy accidents. Okay, so when you're putting in the pads, try not to touch this here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in an angle here. Okay, top and bottom. Okay, same thing for the back here, okay? All right, there we go. Okay, let's do it. You're gonna need some silicone paste. We call this the brakey lubey, you know? You're gonna put it on these little pistons here, okay? I already did this one here, and you like move it around like that. Make sure it's all looby dooby, you know? When you're sticking it in, you want some lube. Okay, and you stick it on like this, okay? Alright guys, so now it's time to put the caliper in, okay? So we're gonna stick it back in the hole and you're gonna push it in, okay? And you hear that pop, you did it right, okay? And you're gonna kind of wiggle it in there, make sure it's all good. And then we're gonna put the springs on, okay? Let's do it. Spring one, loaded. Loaded, yeah. So now it's time to close the door. We're gonna swing this caliper down, make sure everything lines up. All right, putting that nut in. Oh yeah, okay. The brakes are in, we got the new rotors, and now all we have to do is do the same for the other side. So last but not least, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pump the brakes about like 10 times, you know, pump it, make sure they get real hard. The reason why we do that is to make sure we get all the air out of the system. Hey, AJ! AJ! Remember, if I can do it,
You can do it.
yeah, let's do it.